Wow. I'm having this thing today where I'm thinking like very competitively, like I'm going to like use the word F a lot, and I'm going to like fucking make you like all see that like I have like this rare like blemished access to blemished truth, and my lack of polish and like the way I'm going to present my truth, which is like with lack of polish, is going to convert you all. I am so tired of like the stultified discourse in this country that doesn't like allow any room for negotiation because of like the slippery slopedness of the derivation of the history of the application of ideas is tainted. The wells of inspiration are tainted by the past. There are skeletons in the wells of inspiration. But you are just a pattern repeating itself, and the patterns of fascism repeat themselves through the hippie hierarchies. Yes, and everything is like a mandala, and everything repeats itself incessantly unless we learn about it and denounce it, and we stultify ourselves. I want people who are without degrees and credentials creating art and literature, and like I want them to create businesses, but I want the businesses to be somewhat regulated, but not the art and not the literature. I have a plan for revolution. My plan for revolution involves the entire spectrum, and I'm going to make the spectrum turn into a circle. Yes, I am. I'm going to make the spectrum turn into a circle, and we shall all join hands with the Republicans and the Democrats. We shall all join hands with the pro-abortionists and the anti-abortionists. We shall all join hands together in our revolution. Except for the cops. The cops are going to have hair that is longer than 3 inches. Preferably hair as long as 12 inches to 24 inches. Because I am tired of seeing the cops with these buzz cuts. Only liberals are allowed to have buzz cuts. We are also going to work on our sexuality. Yes, we are going to take that distasteful thing from here and we are going to put it out over there, where it belongs, out over there. And we are going to talk like weirdos, asexual weirdos. Yes. Can I bump boobs with you? All the women in my reality are going to smoke cigars and dress in suits. And all the men in my reality are going to wear muumuus. Yes, muumuus. For our children, we shall have deceased cloned presidents and presidential wives, or husbands. That is what we will raise as our children. And we will call them like Clinton and Reagan. Yes, that's what our children's names shall be like. And in my customized view of reality, it would be like Barbarella. We would either like take our genitals and put them on a wall of flesh so we don't have to deal with them anymore, or if we have to deal with them, it will have to be like non-discreetly. Like you could wear gloves if you want, but I really think it should be like Barbarella, and we should like put our hands together, and like one hand would have a penis and the other hand would have a vagina, so you could pleasure yourself. To say, like playing cat's cradle with the strings would be awfully messy and complicated. I really wonder what the psychological landscape is trying to tell me this morning. I have no idea. I guess my brain is tired of like labels as like misused like shortcuts for like contextual understanding, because everything is like mixing up into this weirdness, and it's really hard to like deal with the weirdness because the labels are all like inside out, and we need like a new language, or we need for the bullshit to stop. What I want is like a catwalk or a Cathy walk with like a slippery slope on that side and a slippery slope on that side, And little ridges on the slippery slopes. Yes, on my catwalk, little ridges. And I could like go and walk on this ridge and say, uh-oh, I am walking on a slippery slope. And then I'll go whoop, right back on the catwalk. And I could walk on this ridge. I could say, uh-oh, I'm going on the right side of the slippery slope. And like this ridge like doesn't allow any room for growth because it's just a straight line. And like there are all these interesting ideas on this ridge and on this ridge, but like there are slippery slopes, and like the ridges that like go down into the valleys of history are really sick ridges. The valleys of history on that side and the valleys of history on that side. I think it would be most appropriate to call my like Kathy walk the vagina of ideas. The vagina of ideas. I haven't like really thought about a metaphor for the penis of ideas, but I will try. I am like the most unradical radical I've ever met. Just totally radical. Unrad radical, yes.